السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، كيف حالكم؟ إن شاء الله طيبين. إيش في ما يتحكم؟ أيوة رجع التحكم. كيف حالكم؟ إن شاء الله طيبين. أكمل لعبة ديس بيد وي ميد. لعبة جميلة جدا صراحة، من أجمل ألعاب السنة. القصة get you hooked من البداية.
Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black.
صار تقطيع في
Name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles.
صار تقطيع في البارت اللي راح، ما مداني أكمل، فقلت خلني أسجل. أتوقع حليته هذا الجزء بس ما تسجل.
My favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love... I should wait till I have more to report before calling Beth.
كود السيف. طبعا هي اكتشفت انه
A cat named Greta. G-R.
لغز انك تاخذ اول حرفين منه. وفي شيء هنا اتوقع. في حل اللغز الثاني.
Doris Day. That's
Doris
an
Day.
alliteration, isn't it? Doris. I-S. So G-R from Greta and I-S from Doris.
هذه تعطيك الكود حق اول لغز.
Bed in 500.
غرفة
It's worth a try.
اتوقع 509. الشنطة اللي لقيناها في البداية. أنا كنت أفكر هذه بس طلعت الشنطة اللي في البداية اللي داخل. فتاخذ أول حرفين من جريتا وآخر حرفين من دوريس، فيطلع لك الكلمة جريس. أيوه
That novelist, Bridget Boswell, is actually you, Marcella? Oh, Anne. Murder might be a bit much, but you deserve some kind of justice. So the symbols I've been deciphering, you invented them back in the day to keep your love secret. That feels really special.
دائما بالشفرة
I do like a happy ending.
يتعاملوا مع بعض.
Hope that's where your story is headed. Oh, so you came to Montreal under the pretense of celebrating your wedding anniversary, but all along, you meant to reunite with Anne.
كان نشوف هذه.
All this turns out you're a fan of Bridget? Of Marcella? That's a lot sweeter than I expected.
الصوت نازل، خلني أرفعه شوي. هذه اللعبة صوتها نازل من بين كل الألعاب. كذا الحين أفضل.
I'm glad you were able to open up to Marcella like this. Everyone needs someone to talk to. An advance on my salary. So, oh, Lindsay's a man. Yeah, I guess it was presumptuous of me to think otherwise.
لينسي طلعت مان. هذه فيها شيء غلط اللعبة.
So, let me get this straight. Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz are some kind of star-crossed lovers?
Seems like it, yeah. But I'm not sure whether they chose to meet here just to reconnect for a few days, or if there's something more to it.
Well, I may be able to help with that.
Really? How?
Oh, some mail arrived earlier for Mrs. Beaumont.
open it.
You've opened it, right?
Me? Disregarding someone's privacy? Of course I did.
I'm a bad influence on you.
Or have we been?
صديقتها نفس الصفة، صفة الفضول.
I guess we'll never know.
So, what's in it?
It's 3 train tickets and, there's a tourism pamphlet for California.
California.
Well, it makes sense. It's much more progressive there than it is here.
So, Anna and Marcella want to go there to live their love freely.
Anne and Marcella, huh? You 3 are best pals now?
Well, after reading so much of their correspondence, I kind of feel like I know them, you know?
Yeah. But what about Mr. Morgan, though? I mean, Paul. How does he fit into all of this?
He was a fan of Marcella. يمكن Marcella hired him.
I think Marcella hired him. I found some letters Paul wrote to her. He said that her proposition took him by surprise and that he'd need an advance on his salary.
What did she hire him for? To investigate her own affair?
I'm not sure. I didn't find the letter he was replying to.
And why did he have those pictures of you anyway?
I guess we'll never know for sure, but I don't think it was ever about me.
It's always been about Anne and Marcella.
Exactly.
Well, it feels a tad anticlimactic, but who needs drama, right?
At least it made our day pretty interesting.
It sure did. You know, after today, I think I get why you're so interested in the lives our guests lead. I try to forget they exist as soon as I'm done interacting with them. But once in a while, it's nice to remember that, well, even the most put-together person could be an absolute mess on the other side of the door.
Who are you behind closed doors? None of us are. طبعا هذه اللعبة فيها جانب سيء شوي. ما أبغى أتكلم عنه.
Everyone likes to put on a show, but none of us.
أحاول أتجاهله.
Yeah, it's a comforting thought. I knew you'd get it, Bean. Come see me when your shift ends, all right? We could leave together if you want.
Sure. If we're able to. With all that snow, I'm thinking maybe we'll have no choice but to spend the night here.
Ooh, a sleepover. We could set up a pillow fort on the mezzanine.
A pillow fort? We do work in a hotel, you know. There are actual beds here.
I know, but isn't my way so much more fun?
Well, we could take a page out of Michael's book and decorate it, and then spend the night throwing stuff at Bernard whenever he comes through the lobby.
Oh, now you're talking.
I just have to finish my tasks for the day, and then I can leave.
Okay. وش هنا الصدمة؟ أنا كنت متوقع من بداية اللعبة إنه بتصير جريمة وبتصير شيء كبير. ريث هيفيلي. واو. الشيء خايفين منه صار. أو مش خايفين منه، مش متوقعين أصلا إن الموضوع يوصل لهالدرجة. أنا أتوقع إن هذه مارسيلا وظفت هذاك المختل نفسيا وقتله.
Mr. Cruz? Mr. Cruz. Oh God. Oh God. What happened? Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him?
عنده تأمين على حياته.
Marcella? Okay, let's not jump to conclusions.
بينيفيشري يعني مستفيدة من موته مارسيلا. افريج اماونت $10,000.
Is this about Paul? Does that mean...
شكله بولي اتوقع. Dear Mr. Cruz, thank you for reporting that unacceptable behavior. We will. طبعا هذا كروز كان حاس ان احد يراقبه، ان احد بيدي، فبلغ الفندق او قال له منشوف يعني منتواصل مع الشرطة، بس لازم نتأكد انه في فعلا شيء مريض. مدينا نطلع.
What do I do? I need help. Someone. Anyone.
ايه انطفت الكهرباء. اتصل اتوقع. اكلم هذيك اقول لها بالمصيبة اللي صارت.
No answer. Beth must be busy trying to restore the power in the lobby. I have to get the power back on.
لازم ارجع الباور.
The fuse box. Just get to the fuse box in the janitor's closet, Sophie. It's not far.
اوكي الجانيتور اللي هو غرفة يوجين.
It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier.
يحتاج شيء يضبط اكثر من السكروب هذا. شوف ساحبنا من وين؟ يعني قتله هنا ممكن، بس كان هنا أخف الدم، أو هذا من يمكن هنا، ما أدري وين قتله وليش سحبه وحطه عند المصعد، بس أكثر شي دم هنا. أوكي يمكن هذا الشيء.
This looks like something I can use to open the fuse box.
الآيس بيك. ما فيها زر راكض اللعبة، أتوقع ما فيها. اوكي الايس بيك.
That worked, thank God. Now, to get the power back. Eugene, what I would give to have you with me right now.
أقول لك if there is a power outage and I am busy preventing
I
it.
do.
If this hotel, okay, check fuse box plan for required amperage of each socket. Remove all blown fuses from socket. Blown are blackened. الفيوزات الخربانة مسودة شوي، لونها أسود. Secure new fuses socket. Make sure amperage is correct. وحط الجديد، بس تأكد إنهم على نفس ال.
Here. Not much use without the rest of the code.
Safe combination. الظاهر لكل الغرف هذه. ايه لكل الغرف، يعني 501 هذا السيف حاجة. شوف 505 احنا فتحناه، شوف في البداية 43 اللي هو أول رقم، بعدين المفروض إنه 99 بعدين 57. بس ما أدري ليش حاطينها هنا. يا هذا شكله خرمان لونه أسود. بس هذاك الخرمان.
I don't think there's anything here that
هنا في فيوزين.
need.
هذا فيوز. كيف تعرفهم من ألوانهم؟ شوف 20 ورا، يعني الأحمر 20، الأزرق 25، الأزرق والأصفر 25، الأصفر 30. يعني بتحط، بس أتوقع عليك تحط هنا 15 اللي هو الأسود اللي هو ايه.
No power. I think I need to change all of the blown fuses.
ما أدري هذا، هذا خربان، الجي خربان. رمو أحط واحد، إيه شوف هذا جديد الحين أتوقع.
No power. I think I need
الأحمر بعد خربان،
fuses.
هذا خربان اللي هو اس.
How does Eugene do this again? Fuse.
يمكن هذا،
I probably need new fuses.
أتوقع هذا اس. ايه اس هذا، بس انك تبدلهم يعني. يب بعضهم اذا سودوا يروح الرقم. الحين يمديك تنزل.
Power's back. Now I should go down to the lobby. Call the police.
ايوه لازم تكلم الشرطة، الموضوع جدا خطير.
Is there anything I've forgotten? Once I leave this... I'm sorry.
هو المفروض ما تحرك الجثة، بس مضطرة يعني، يعتبر انها غيرت شوي في الكرايم سين. مش مصدومة، مو متوقع ان يعني الفضول والتعقب بينتهي في الأخير انها تشوف جريمة.
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you.
تغير وجهها.
Oh, I just have to wait for the police.
Oh, hey you. Great timing, right? I'm thinking if we're
ما تدري.
let us go home. No point in working in the dark. Sophie? Bean, you're not scared of the dark, are you? Hey, is everything okay?
I found Mr. Cruz. Hector,
Oh, you did? What was the bloke up to?
you don't understand. I found his body. He's dead, Beth.
Merde. Merde. Sit down, okay? You look like you're about to faint. Have you called the police?
Yeah, they're on their way.
What happened? Was there an accident?
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean... Merde. Do you think it could have been Anne and Marcella?
لا أتوقع بول.
What about Paul? He and
Yeah.
Hector were caught fighting.
The cops will want to talk to you. Know what you've seen. You need to be careful about what you tell them. If word of Anne and Marcella's affair gets out, they may put a label on them that will really hurt them. It might not even matter in the end if they did it or not.
What do you mean?
What are you saying?
It's just... Cops like to go after people who are different. People like Anne, like Marcella, like me. You know, I was barely 20 when I was shoved into a police car for just hanging out with people who made me feel like I wasn't so messed up after all.
What? Where did that happen?
At the White Cat. It's supposed to be a safe space, but it gets raided by cops every now and then. I know Anne was caught at least once too.
Wait, you know her?
Yeah, that's how I knew the answer to the riddle. I've never talked to her, but I've seen her a few times. Marcella and her, they're just like me.
Thank you. Thank you for...
ما كنت أتمنى يفتحوا هالمواضيع.
Understand why I care.
بس هذا الشيء يعني تشوفه كثير في الفترة الأخيرة مع الأسف.
Feeling inspired by Anne and Marcella, or if it's the shock of being so close to an actual murder, but I'd really like for us to be more than just friends, Sophie.
لا تخسي. I'm not sure.
I...
لو بعد في شيء أقوى اخترته.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I mean, you have a lot to think about already. I don't want to add to that. The police is here.
أنا أتوقع في منظمات يعني
Just,
دولية تدعم هذا الشيء.
okay.
Yeah.
لا يعني صاير بكثرة في الألعاب.
Miss Roy? Miss Roy? Miss Roy?
رجعنا لبداية اللعبة.
I was...
الاستجواب أو
I
التحقيق.
really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No. No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing?
لأنه هو محشور بالنص. Mr. Cruz's body was blackened at all.
Well, Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Really? When we found the body, it wasn't that close to the doors.
Oh,
هي حركته.
stairs are blocked because of the renovations, so the elevator's the only way out of the 5th floor. I had no choice but to move the body. Just a little.
Ah, so that explains the traces we found. Thank you for clearing that up. So, what did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power.
هم عارفين كل شيء بس يبغى يتأكدوا
There's a
منه.
lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
I used the ice pick.
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Yes, I am. Why?
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
No, nothing. I might have. Touched a few things.
I might have touched a few things. Just to figure out what had happened to Mr. Cruz.
Of course you did. Why so many witnesses can't help but compromise the evidence is just beyond me. Anyway, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
طيبين خليني أكون صادق معاه. كنت أتجسس.
I've been snooping around the guests' rooms.
I didn't think you'd admit it.
You knew already?
We found pictures of you snooping around.
Oh,
الصور اللي عند هذا.
Now, unless you want me to arrest you for violating your guest's privacy, I suggest you tell me everything you know.
all right.
Let's start with the victim's wife, Marcella Cruz. Apparently, she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
Marcella has an affair with another woman.
She's having an affair. But it's not what you think. She's been in love with another woman since college. They've been apart for more than 10 years, and now they...
Yes, I know all about Mrs. Cruz and Mrs. Beaumont's sexual deviance. Have you ever witnessed them engaging in immoral behavior?
What do you mean?
I'm asking if you've seen them being, intimate.
No.
ما ولا شفنا رقعات وجوههم.
Hear them discuss their deviant ways in front of Mrs. Beaumont's son, perhaps. Imagine what kind of effect such perversion can have on a young child.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Did you hear them express their hatred of men? Did they ever talk about using violence against men? Did you hear them speak ill of Mr. Cruz?
صراحة لا.
No, I didn't hear any of that. I'm sorry I can't be of more help.
No, I'm sure you are. But we're not quite done yet, Miss Roy. We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest named Mr. Spade. What can you tell me about him?
Paul spent some time. نقول إنه هو صح كان في
He spent some
مستشفى
time in a
نفسي.
psychiatric hospital after the war. That's when he got into Mrs. Cruz's novels. And they really helped him.
Yes, I already know about his time in a madhouse.
Mad House.
And they painted quite the picture of him. Did you ever see him display odd behavior in or around the hotel?
No. I mean, we've all got our little quirks, don't we?
Did he seem obsessed with Mrs. Cruz?
A little, maybe, but...
Obsessed enough to kill her husband?
No, nothing like that. We all have our obsessions. Me, for instance. I'm obsessed with celebrities and gossip magazines, and...
You don't seem to understand, Miss Roy. Mr. Spade is not like you and me. He may look like us, but he's not.
هو مجنون.
Dangerous and needs to be taken off the streets. So tell me, did you ever see him be violent or
والله ما شفته.
No, I didn't.
I'm sorry, Miss Roy, but I just don't believe you. I think you know more than you've let on.
كيف تقنعها؟
Can I please leave?
You can. But you'd better stay in town. I'm sure I'll have more questions for you very soon.
ما شفناه صراحة. شفت بس في السيف حقه مسدس. بس يمكن حق البروتكشن يعني مو لازم حق. صراحة كنت صادق معاه في كل شيء.
strangely chipper on the phone. That can't be a good sign. The atmosphere is so different in here. Will it ever feel like it used to? Let's go see what... It'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens. Without Eugene, the lobby will be a swimming pool by the end of the month. Will the rest of the building...
هذا لازم اروح اقابل المدير. ايش في صاير بطيء؟ لازم انظف هناك.
Oh, go to hell.
Beth,
Hey,
are you okay?
I'm out of a job. But other than that, yeah, everything's just peachy.
What? No,
I hope you're luckier than I am. Come join me when he's done with you, all right? I'll be questioning my life choices on the mezzanine.
yeah. Yeah, okay.
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in.
بعاقبهم
I
شكل.
suppose you know why you're here?
Actually not. ما ادري.
I'm not sure, actually. Your phone call was a bit vague.
Yes, well, I prefer to have this conversation in person. We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind. I wouldn't expect you to understand the position I'm in, but I assure you, it's quite uncomfortable. To have one's life's work blown away like that. All thanks to some sexual deviance and a nut job. It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough. For guests of such morals to be comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act. Things need to change. This means elevating our standards to the highest possible level, and it starts with the people working here. It starts with you.
With me?
Yes, you've been quite the disappointment. Unclean rooms, several complaints from guests. I may have been too busy to notice it before, but now that it's staring me right in the face, I cannot continue to ignore it.
ما كانوا يشتكوا منها.
What?
طردها. Please I need. ليش اترجى؟
Fire me? Because I quit.
يقول انا اصلا بس دقيق. قاعد تدلنا انت.
You quit. It's all the same to me. Just make sure to empty your locker before the end of the month. That'll be all.
هلا يروح بس ادلف. شوف لها فندق احسن من هالمكان هذا.
Hey,
Hey.
what a week.
Yeah. So, what did Bernard want with you?
Well, he was being kind of a jerk, so I quit.
You what?
كانت انا استقل. هو طردها الحقيقة.
Point in staying if you were leaving.
I appreciate the solidarity, but you really didn't have to do that.
I think it's for the best. Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Ugh. He was going on and on about keeping deviants out of the hotel, so I may have lost my cool a little.
A little?
I told him I was one of those deviants he was so afraid of. He froze for a moment, then showed me the door.
I know you will bounce back. So what's next for you?
So, what's next for you?
I think I'm done working under Bernard's or Linda's. Maybe it's time I become my own Bernard. Minus the fascism, of course. I could see myself owning my own establishment, one that caters to the right kind of crowd. Believe it or not, I do enjoy the company of people, just not, the stuck-up
يعني هي بتسوي لها بزنسها الخاص.
But maybe if I were behind the counter of, say, a bar instead of a reception desk.
اوكي.
I don't
بتفتح لها بار.
Silly.
والله والنعم.
No, it's not. In fact, you'd be perfect for it. You're the most charming person I know.
Thank you. I'm really glad we're friends.
Me too.
I like that you make me feel seen. You should know that I like. هذا الشيء الغلط اللي يبغاه مع الأسف. What do you think will happen to our guests? خلينا نسأل هذا أشوفه أحسن شيء.
What do you think will happen to them?
Who?
Sorry, my mind wanders sometimes. I meant Paul, Anne, and Marcella. Do you think they'll be released?
حبسوهم ثلاثتهم.
Paul will probably become a famed photographer. His portrait of you will be hanged at the Louvre, entitled The Inconspicuous Maid. It will sell for millions.
Is that so?
Yeah. And Anne and Marcella will ride into the sunset on the back of 2 Appaloozas, watching over their newly acquired ranch. They'll be constantly followed by their only sheep. They'll call him Paul, for old time's sake.
I like that. I just want them to be happy.
Me too.
بس ما وضحوا يعني من هو القاتل. هذه ما قالت كلام واضح يعني انهم بيعدموهم أو لا. The Northern Voice, Taken Care, Argent, Murder Case. هذول الثلاثة، مارسيلا وبول. ما أدري سجنوا. ما السجن هذا. لينسي فرانكلين، ما أدري من هي لينسي بس ماتت سنة 56. انسجنوا. آن ومارسيلا انسجنوا. تبا لهم، يستاهلوا مجرمين. أما ذاك بول هذا ولدها ما أدري من يمكن تبنوا، بس هذاك يمكن قتل. أتوقع هو هذاك القاتل، بس ما بول. روند في وهذه الدار فتحت لها بار. شكلها يعني فتحت البار واشتغلت فيه، وهي ما أدري هي هل معاها في شاركتها في البار أو لا. هذه اللعبة والله لعبة حلوة، يعني ألغاز وخلتك يعني هوكت من البداية. العيب الوحيد فيها الشيء القدر اللي ما أبغى أتكلم فيه، اللي مركزين فيه في كل شيء مو بس في الألعاب، في كل شيء. بس كان ودي إنهم يوضحوا من هو القاتل. يعني بول انعدم، هذولاك انسجنوا الاثنين. يمكن في نهايات ثانية حسب يعني قراراتك. بس لا، لعبة حلوة صراحة، كجيم بلاي كألغاز جيدة جدا، وحتى كقصة يعني تخليك متحمس إلى النهاية، تحس إنها بايخة يعني. وقصيرة يعني يمكن ساعتين هاللعبة. اندي جيم تعتبر. كذا هذه كانت لعبة، أتمنى أنها عجبتكم. نشوفكم إن شاء الله على خير وفي أمان الله.